Is it ready?
Yeah.
Okay, my favorite Lindsay and niece
Got it. We're on.
is
Where's our clapboards?
a story that happened when we lived in Green, and we had our tree swing. And one of our favorite things to do, the Klein family, was to put someone on there and spin them all the way up until they unspin and see what their reaction was, basically. So we all have done it, and we finally convinced Lindsay to do it. And she's a little nervous, but she does it anyways.
How old
she's
is she then?
I don't know. I was like really little, so.
She was like 23, wasn't she?
No, she was like maybe 13 or 14, would you say? 'Cause she was like 14. Anyways, we spin her up, and I don't remember much when she unspun, because
Neither did
Andrew
she.
probably spun her up because they were big and I was small. But I just remember her just getting off and having a distressed look, and then we had a picnic table in our backyard, and she just laid down on the picnic table, just closed her eyes a little bit, and that was my favorite
Lindsay moment.
Lindsay
Like
moment.
she blacked out.
Yeah, she like got really sick or something. I don't
She
know.
didn't throw up.
We basically felt really bad. Yeah.
She blacked out for like 2 minutes.
Yeah. So that's mine. Cut.
All right, who's next?
I'll go. We were talking about this earlier. So we used to go see Aunt Mame in the nursing home. We would always be with Lindsay, and she would always make us go in front of all the old people in the dining room and do, "We're going to the market, we're going to the fair," and she'd make us spin around and dance for the old people. You would make us, but Lindsay would be like,
Yeah,
the waiter. She'd hold hands, and she'd be like. She would always sing the songs and skip, and she'd like, "We're going to the market, we're going to the fair."
Who's next, Tom? We're kind of going in order.
Well, this happened at Lindsay's wedding.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Lindsay was present for this and she saw it happen, but she kind of just shrugged it off, not really surprised. But this was when a bunch of the cousins had a table together, and I think it was one of Jimmy's buddies had a bottle of whiskey, and he came up to our table and he asked us if anyone drank whiskey here, and we said, "Oh yeah, we'll have it for a second."
You'll never see it again.
So he left the bottle with us, thinking maybe like Andrew or maybe Michael or whatever would have a drink of it, and that'd be it. But he came back about 3 minutes later. He had killed off his bottle. And he said something to Lindsay, and Lindsay's like,
You gave it to him.
"It's your own fault."
You made a decision.
All right.
That was good.
Yeah, that's a good one. Who's going next? Andrew got to be next. Andrew's next.
Oh wait. It doesn't matter. We can go. Okay, go.
I should go first. My story is more of just like a memory kind of thing. It's nothing really special happened or anything. It's just it was the first time that we visited you guys in Florida, and I think we just gotten done like with a meal or something, and Lindsay and I we decided we were going to do. I don't know if we were taking the dog for a walk or something or anyway, we went for just like a walk around the neighborhood, and I don't remember what we talked about, and I don't remember and any of the details, but it was like the first time that I can remember like Lindsay and I having like a
Adult,
not
mature,
adult conversation, but like just kind of like a really like close
heart to heart.
Yeah, it was like a really heart to heart kind of talk, walking around her neighborhood in Florida. It was really cool.
Well, you guys spent a lot of time.
Yes, we did.
Growing up, playing together and stuff.
So,
Well, I have one, and then I have one. one from, and it's so funny because I just
You're
recently.
skipping us here? Well, I think because mine are newer. Mine's a new one.
Okay.
And it's only just a funny one. It's not like a sweet, sentimental one, I don't think. Mine is from Thanksgiving. What was that year that Tristan came? 7?
Oh, the one we had the big family.
When
When
your
your
family,
family,
like my whole family came,
That was
your
yes.
guys,
Yes.
every
That was awesome.
person
That
was
was
there.
fun. Yeah.
There were like 40 people in that house eating dinner, and it was so fun. And then we kind of escaped downstairs, and Lindsay, you know, she's so sweet. She's always she's very hostess like you. She always goes up and stays with everyone, but Jimmy snuck down.
So it's a Jimmy story.
It's both. I remember this. We were all playing beer pong, and Jimmy was like, beer pong! And like, kind of went wild. And it was the first time I saw Jimmy really kind of go wild. And we're like, where's Lindsay? What is happening? And of course, my little brother and Jimmy were like peas in a pod because they're the same human being. And so everyone's playing beer pong, and then Lindsay comes down like this. What's going on? And Jimmy's like, beer pong! And Lindsay's like, okay, are you having fun? And he's, yeah. He's like, play, Lindsay, play. And she's like, oh, I'm okay. And he's like, no, you gotta play. She's like, okay. So in the middle of all our like raucousness, she's like, yeah, okay, I'll play. And she gets in there and she just is shooting and she's making so many. And Jimmy was like, because I think he like
Whenever you see
practicing. But she played and was like shooting all these ones. And he's like, you gotta take them. And you know what? She came down completely sober, but she was taking them. Everyone she hit, she was
But
like,
she left not sober.
but she was just having so much fun.
I would finish the dishes.
No, she never did. I remember that.
It was just really fun because
because
she came down in the middle of our like craziness and just joined right in the craziness. And it was really fun because I think it was one of the first times, especially with my family, my brother there, who is not at many, even of our holidays, because he's been out of the country so much. He was there.
But he likes us.
Oh my God, he's like obsessed with your family now because of that Thanksgiving and because of Jimmy, because he loves him. But Lindsay came down and was like, okay, and
Here
let's
we
do
go.
it,
Open
let's
up,
do
doing
it.
something different.
And it was a different side
stepping
of
out
her.
of
It was a
her.
side of her I hadn't. I've kind of seen the formal side.
All of a
Lindsay.
sudden it was like,
I saw the the
the
you
robes
guys.
came off, yeah.
That was the first time I saw your guys' side of Lindsay, of like super
gloves.
fun.
The gloves.
And she's a good shot. She's a good aimer.
I
Like,
just want to add in
Would
there
be the
that
gloves.
I think
you were
it
there.
wasn't quite beer pong. I think it was a game called baseball.
Oh, it was baseball.
That Jimmy introduced it to
Base-
because I believe I got a home
It was
run.
Tristan, I
Tris,
think.
my brother
Oh
introduced
yeah,
it.
yeah. So I think the game was baseball.
Well,
but
and then after baseball,
It
I
involved
believe we
alcohol.
switched to flip cup.
yeah, we did.
Oh,
we
and
did.
And I-
Lindsay and Megan were both down there at that point.
Yeah.
They were rocking.
We got kind of raucous at that
that was a
point.
big party. I
Yeah.
remember.
It was really fun. But that
So,
was like
well,
really
you know
cool.
it's bad when I just recently saw one of the Kallmeyer boys, and it was to help move the chair from Stephanie's house because she had used the chair for her recuperation from her, severe neck surgery and stuff. I mean, big surgery, but we were moving it for Gene Kallmeyer. And as we're standing in the driveway, and it was Tucker, and he's looking over at our house, and he's telling his friend who's there to have a movie, he's like, well, that's where she used to live, and she's like, we had a lot of great times over there, And that's how I go, yeah, we did, didn't we, Tucker? He's like, yes, we did, we had some good parts.
That's my Lindsay memory. When I
That's
first,
very good.
that was when I felt like I was kind of part of like the cousin gang.
You felt like you were fitting.
I was like one of the like it was always
That
like
was
about
a
the
very,
cousins.
that was a very good Thanksgiving.
That was one of the
That
best.
with the whole.
And she just
That was when I
rolled.
fell in love with your table, and I wanted you to leave it. And she was there for Thanksgiving. Okay, I get to do Lindsay's story, but I'm not sure I can even do it one Lindsay story. Oh my gosh, because she spent so much time with us. But I think one of my favorite ones is the Mike. It was me. It wasn't so much with me because I was like, I had, Amber and Tommy and I'm trying to take care of everybody. And you were leaving and you had to rush. You had to get to the airport because you were leaving. I think to head back down to Orlando to either finish some training or finish packing.
I think I was going to Atlanta.
Whatever, or
Let's go to
Atlanta, wherever you were going, it was one of those kind of rushed things. And poor Lindsay was just, she's being like thrown to the wolves. Yeah, she's just inconsolable. And of course, I'm trying and
And
trying.
you even told me to take off an earring. Give her an earring.
I'm like, give her something of yours
Give
to
her
hold
an
on to.
earring.
I said, just something that she can say, this is mommy's. And
So she'll go back for it.
It's
Like
like
a
whatever.
rib for her.
But I tried, I must have tried for like 20 minutes and couldn't get her, just couldn't get her calm. calmed down because her mom had just left. You know, it was always a scary time because you were kind of in the process of moving and there's lots of different things that were going on. And Mike was sitting over in the old gold chair, remember? Oh, shut up. This is a good story. So I finally looked at him and I was like, are you running out of tape?
Almost. Battery's getting
So
low.
finally, Dad takes Lindsay and sits in the rocking chair. And he just rocks her and rocks her and rocks her until she just falls asleep in his arms. He got her all calmed down, you know. And I went out partying.
Tough duty.
And I went out partying.
That's the end of the story. I went out. I said, oh, you got her? Good. I'm out. I did that a lot in those days.
Well, one of my favorite Lindsay stories with the Kleins is I actually went through some pictures not too long ago recently, and I saw this picture, and it was so cute because it was when you guys lived on Wildflower, and you had this
The
slip and slide.
Oh,
And
Lindsay
Oh,
makes
yeah.
some coordinated slip and slide around.
And she was taller than a lot of you guys.
yeah.
And, you know, and of course there was like, remember there was like David and Sherry? Yes. There was David and Sherry, and of course they were a little bit older, and, you know, but here was Lindsay, and she's standing there, and she looks like she's shivering, and she has this really funny look on her face, and two little stick legs. Well, then the next picture I get is she's going down the slide, and she's like this.
Yeah.
She was.
Yeah, I've seen that picture.
She didn't want to get into the very bottom, so she was like. And all of you guys are just kind of standing up, going, looking at her like. And then the other quick one I have to tell you is it's a real cute one, and I have some pictures of that too. And that is when I was working at Akron Canton for Easter, and you guys were all going down to Nags Head.
Oh, Nags.
And Mom and Dad were going with you guys. So
And we were taking Lindsay.
And you were taking Lindsay. I couldn't go
You couldn't
because
get off
I
work.
couldn't get off work, and you offered to take her and everything. And so Lindsay had this little jean skirt on and this little top that I got her that she loved this top. And it had like appliques of, it looked like it had like a jungle. It had like a little tiger, it had a little lion, and oh my gosh, and it had these sequins on it. And there she was with, she always had a little headband on, and her jellies. And there she was with all of you guys. And you're going on to the little US Air prop plane, you know. And it just was cute because to me, I was like, if she couldn't be with me, she was with all of you. And that's what made this so special for me, to spend a vacation with you guys that Lindsay got to do years ago. And she has a lot of very, very fond childhood memories.
And Lindsay went on a couple vacations.
Went to Hilton Head.
The beach with those two, I do remember when you guys, remember the marshmallow thing?
You just said something that I remember Lindsay and her jellies.
Oh.
She used to be so obsessed with her jelly. She had a couple pairs of them.
You know, she had a dozen.
Yeah, and it was like,
We're just going to the store. Put on anything. Well, wait, I have to tell you one cute little story about this one guy. In fact, he works at Continental now. I see him all the time. Blair Talaferro. He was a friend of mine from Easter, and he was one of the chief agents, you know. And he always tells me whenever we get talking about the good old days, he'll always say, "I'll never forget the time that you and your friend were going to Florida. Linda Thornburg. We were going down to visit Doris, who lived in Sarasota, and I dropped Linda and Lindsay off, and I went to park. Remember, there at Akron Camp, we just parked like that. Well, but it was snowing. I mean, the snow was up to here. And I said, Lindsay, you have to put on, I'm speaking of Lindsay, I said, you have to put on your boots. No, I only want to wear my jellies. Oh, here she is. Hello. Hello. Wow, you got me right in the nick of time, right before I started telling another story. Well, what stories? Well, I was starting to tell the story about when we were going to.
Well, this is now.
Linda Thornburg's sister down in Sarasota.